Hello, bruvs. It's book time, bruvs. Since I couldn't go last week because my car had an issue, I doubled down today and bought a box of books. Let's start with the first one, bruv, which I only bought. What's this? Reports from a Not-So-Foreign Correspondent. John Wong's China. I only bought this, bruv, because it had a jacket on it. A Mylar jacket. Let me turn on the... There we go, bruv. Let's do that. I bought it because it had a Mylar jacket, bruv. The Bermuda Triangle Mystery solved by Lawrence David Koosh. Koosh, bruv. What's this? Is this the People's Outfitters? Sure is, bruv. You know all about the triangle, bruv. On the afternoon of December 5th, 1945, 5 Navy Avenger torpedoes took off from Fort Lauderdale. They never arrived or whatever. Bullshit. The Merchant of Venice by Shakespeare. And it's an old one, bruv. As you can see, Blackie and Sons. Or is it Son? MCMI4. Which was 1904. It's a pretty damn old book. It's not really worth that much, but I like the little block prints that they have. We'll go to my Shakespeare collection, even though there is some writing in it. From some fucking genius. A noble and a true conceit of God like amity. For love's sake she defies the consummation of her wedding rites and essays a doubtful enterprise to purchase. Oh, yeah. Tales of Shakespeare, bruv, by Charles and Mary Lamb. At the time when I bought it, I didn't realize I already had this book. The same edition and everything, same year. I believe it's 1928. But, knowing me, I would have bought it anyway, bruv. Because that's what I do. I'll be honest, I haven't read much Shakespeare, even though I have about 30 or 40 books on Shakespeare. I've read his sonnet, 1924. The following tales are meant to be submitted to the young reader as the introduction to the study of Shakespeare, for which purpose his words are used whenever it seemed possible to bring them in, and whenever has been added to give them the regular form of a connected story. There you go, bruv. Children's Festivals from Many Lands. Nina Millen. It's from the 50s. 64. Christian Festivals. I'm interested in the Halloween ones. 91 from Scotland. It's going to be... what's it called? Hebchue. 91. Page 91, bruv. Something Chue. Halloween. Towards the end of October, the boys and girls of Scotland begin to look forward to the last day of the month, Halloween. The name is popularly given to the eve or vigil of All Hallows, the festivals of All Saints, which falls on November 1st. Boring. This book's really intriguing, bruv. The Unnatural History of the Nanny by Jonathan Gathorne Hardy. It's about the upper crust of English society and how they had a nanny in most of their houses, which the unnatural part is that the nannies were generally lower class women, which isn't difficult when you're part of the upper crust. But they believe that it affected the children. One was that men chose women of a lower station due to the nanny state. Well, not the nanny state, but the nanny state did that too, but the influence of the nanny. Never heard of anything like that before today, bruv, but now I have it in my collection. This I probably have in my collection at least once, twice, maybe 100 times, bruv. I can go look. Let me look here. Move Jan Wong out of the way. Watch out, Jan Wong. So many times. We have the house on the Strand. Where is it? Where are you, Daphne? Where is it? There's Rule Britannia. Yeah, I have 1, 2. I only have 2 copies, and they're both hardcover, so it's alright, Bubba. It's okay, now you got a soft cover to read. Oh. I don't even know what this is about. In this haunting tale, Daphne du Maurier takes a fresh approach to time travel. A secret experimental concoction once imbibed allows you to return to the 14th century. There is only one catch. If you happen to touch anyone while traveling in the past, you will be thrust instantaneously to the present. Interesting to note, bruv. Hemingway in Love, his own story. I have this in a paperback, but as I've stated before, I will buy multiple editions, just because, why not? I don't know exactly who this is about. Let's see. In characteristically pragmatic terms, Hemingway revealed to Hotchner the details of the affair that destroyed his first marriage, the truth of his romantic life in Paris, and now he lost Hadley, the true part of each literary woman he'd later create, and the great love he spent the rest of his life seeking. And he told of the mischief that made him a legend of impotence, cured in the house of God, of a plane crash in the African bush. I wonder if it doesn't have an index, so it doesn't really say. Let's see. The Pfeiffer nuptial, from who the bell tolls, the room at St. Mary's, Paris is sometimes said. I don't know if it includes Adriana Ivanchich, but I'm sure it does. The fantastic in literature. What exactly is the fantastic, bruv? In the 20th century world, our notions of what is impossible are assaulted every day. To define the nature of fantasy and the fantastic, Eric Rabkin considers its role in fairy tales, science fiction, detective stories, and religious allegory, as well as in traditional literature. From Grimm's fairy tales to Agatha Christie to Voltaire, Kendall for Leibowitz. Alright, that sounds exciting. How to think like Sherlock, as in Sherlock Holmes, bruv. Improve your powers of observation, memory, and deduction. It is Sherlock Holmes' method, his system for sorting clues from trivia, truth from lies, and guilt from innocence, while combining his vast storehouse of knowledge with detailed observations and brilliant deduction. Right, bruv. How to Stay Alive in the Woods by Bradford Angier. Look at those body signals. Give this signal, bruv, to aliens or airmen. Anyway, we have to go underground. That'll be the book. Oliver Twist. Like Shakespeare, I've read almost nothing by Dickens and have read some things about Dickens due to his relationship with Wilkie Collins. So I really have no opinion on Dickens because I have not read a word, I don't believe. I think I've read a couple pages of what he's written. But this is a nice vintage cover with a huge head hanging over it. Thinner by Stephen King. I bought it because it's a nice vintage paperback. By vintage, I mean the 80s. And since people still read this hack, this male, what's this? The Gunslinger, male version of Stephanie Meyer. I bought it for resale. Thinner. Babyface killers, that goes to me mother. The streets, the schools, the playground, nobody is safe from babyface killers. Oh my God, I'm tired. What's that say? Leaves of Freedom by Edward Kind. Edward was a local man. He may still be alive. Ed Kind is a self-educated man. Due to an early health problem and much hospitalization, his schooling was interrupted many times. Now a crane operator, he was a lab technician for 12 years at Wyandotte Chemical. Born and raised in the Detroit area, he has been married for 28 years and has 8 children, 3 still at home. He's busy building. This was from like 1980, I believe. So, it'd be shocking if Ed was still alive some 43 years later. But he may be. I would assume he's passed away. 1980 exactly. Edward Kind. His address was in Romulus. May still be. Jason is a sweet young boy, light of skin and filled with joy. Order in the universe. The poet. Anyway, that will go there. Michigan State football, they are Spartans. Spartans. Don't really give a fuck about these awesome rounds, but I mean, there's a buck for a buck, so I got it. This, which I happened to pick up right after I picked up the Sherlock book, Singularity is Almost Invariably a Clue by Arthur Conan Doyle, is basically just a blank journal. And You can never have enough blank journals, even though I'll never write in them. The Happenstance by Max Ellison. He was a local writer, I believe. Book is signed. Laurie Killeen, whose forebears came from County Kilkenny, Ireland, lives in Novi, Michigan, which is the reason why I bought it. I thought Max Ellison was local too, but I could be wrong. No. Yeah, maybe he is. I don't know, but it's signed and vintage, and it's worth some money. Not that I'm trying to sell it, but if I do sell it, bruv, I could make $15. Dino's Delicatessen. Neon Genesis Evangelion, Volume 2. I bought this for me child. There was a rack of manga at the library, $2 a piece, and I was like, "Do you want this, child?" My child's like, "Yeah, I got all this stuff on the wall." So my child gets that. Another Shakespeare book, Bill Bryson's Shakespeare: The World as a Stage. I have this book in hardcover, but I do not have it in softcover, so now I do. What's this? Dude, tell me this is not one of those fucking safety things caught in the middle. No, it isn't. It is, but it's not. Didn't ruin it, bruv. Luckily, it didn't ruin it. Theft protection things stuck to a page. Luckily, it did not ruin it, as I've said twice now. Fuck out of there. Stephen King Carrie, which I paid 99 cents for. The boards are a bit bowed, but that makes no difference. The book's worth $20-$30 minimum, depending on the condition, which looks pretty good besides the boards, and I may be able to make the boards less bowed. This don't help either. That's some fucking dimwit. Some dimwit put a dog hair on the jacket flap. Carrie. This is a novel about the other world, and in this world, it is the chilling story of a girl and their strange powers. Okay. Just like I don't really care about the world according to Garp being a classic. I think wasn't Robin Williams in this movie. Don't really care about it other than it's worth about $10 to $15, especially in that condition. Early printing. Swap for $1. Take it every time. This is an interesting one. Sleeping with the Enemy, Coco Chanel, Nazi agent. I did not know she was a Nazi. I mean, I didn't know anything about her besides... What the fuck is that Hitler at the goddamn... Let me go to the Eiffel Tower, bruv. Took a selfie. What the fuck? Let's take a picture of you in front of the Eiffel Tower, bruv. Oh, I love that charger. I don't remember when this book was written. 2011. Anyway, Coco Chanel. Fashionista, Nazi. Did not know that. this book, The Essays of Montaigne. Or is it Montaigne? Probably shouldn't have bought this. Since I already have this, a set of these books with Salvador Dali etchings, or what is it called? Colored prints, include The Essays of Montaigne in 3 volumes. No year this is. Don't know what year it is. I can't know, bruv. I could know, but I don't. 1946. I have to admit, I've never read. Well, I have read parts of some of these, just because the Dali inclusion, but I don't recall any of it. The Best of True West, which I have no clue what it is. I bought it because it's got this Mylar jacket, as you can see. The Walt Whitman branch. Town of Beer and Sorrow. Maybe, never know. Maybe the book's worth something. Ashton Sai, The Dead Woman. Be happy if the book was worth something, but I doubt it. Birds of Southeastern Michigan and Southwestern Ontario by Alice Kelly. There's Alice. I like Alice's book mainly because of this. I'm just looking at she was very interested in the arrival of each bad type into the area that she's covering. A male was seen at Kensington Metro Park on April 27, 1965. I don't know who was reporting to her. I guess I'd have to look at that. But, I mean, there's all kinds of reports of birds and where they flew and when they arrived and when they left. It's too good not to pick that up, especially since it's local. The Democratic School System. It's an old book. 19. It's got a fucking split, but it's from 1918. Pressure in the high school. Fortunate borrowing. The beginnings of the system on democratic schools. Shit Show by Charlie LaDuff. The country's collapsing and the ratings are great. Flint Water Plant. My mother likes Charlie LaDuff. He's alright. I don't mind him. Not his biggest fan, but I like him, bruv. Actually, his book should be right around here somewhere. Where's your books, Charlie? Charlie LaDuff. What was that one book he wrote? That was the big one. Gotta be up here somewhere. In my Detroit book area. They're up there, Charlie. Let's see where you're going, Charlie. Where is it? Detroit. It's fucking called Detroit, you dumb motherfucker. Oh, I also do have Us Guys. I didn't know I had it. Alright, now I got Us Guys and Shit Show, bruv. Great. It's great to know. Best Loved Folk Tales of the World by Joanna Cole. Got way too many books on folk tales and fairy tales. And now I have even more. This one looks a little bit water. Looks like it has a bit of moisture exposure, but not too bad. Stephen King, 11/22/63. I actually have this book already. I don't know if I have it in hardcover or just the larger edition of the paperback, but now I have 2 copies because it's worth about $8 or $9, and I got it for 50 cents. So why not? Why not pick it up, Rob? In this book, Jerry Stanisky's Chalk Talks. It's from the Wayne State Architecture School, or maybe it's U of D. Is it U of D? University of Detroit School of Architecture from '84. This guy apparently went there and he became somewhat a world famous architecture, I guess. I don't know. Architect, not architecture. Would be amazing if he became a building. I turned into a building, bruv. Pretty cool, huh? That shoe will go up on up here under one of these things to the section of large books. Alright, that's all, bruv. I gotta go. I'm dying here. Goodbye.